I just walked right off. That was not good. What's up, agents? Zero here. Welcome back to some more Mega Skyblock 4. This is episode 8. If you remember, last time we did a little bit of island exploring, and well, today is going to be no different because we've already finished everything in the base. We did that a few episodes ago, so island exploring is pretty much the only thing that we're going to be doing from here on out. Now, before we go any further, yes, I realize today is not supposed to be a Mega Skyblock episode. However, Tuesday, when an episode was supposed to come out, well, technically Monday, since I do record these videos the day prior to upload, there was apparently a problem with Mega Skyblock being able to load, and I finally figured out what the problem was. Apparently, it was because the file folder that had the information that Minecraft needs to load, apparently the file folder had a period in the title, and for whatever reason, Minecraft wasn't able to read that for who knows what reason. But yeah, I was actually able to go ahead and get that taken care of. So now Mega Skyblock is able to run just fine. The next episode will in fact be on our normal Tuesday lineup. So that is one thing to keep in mind. And oh, apparently it's actually turning nighttime. I should probably go to sleep. Now, what I'm actually planning on doing in this episode, and I probably also should have grabbed some slabs as well. I don't know why I didn't do it. So, I do have one island in particular that I do in fact want to make my way to in this episode. And I know for a fact I'm going to have plenty of time to make my way to some other episodes. And I think I have a plan as to what those islands will actually end up being as far as where I go to next. So the first place that I want to try to make my way to is actually all the way up there. It's actually a lot easier to see than it has been in previous seasons, probably because I am on a completely different device than I used to be on. But yeah, that is actually where we're planning on making our way to in this episode. And actually, now that I'm looking at, I don't actually know if I have enough slabs to make it all the way up there. Actually, not slabs, but I am going to need stairs, which is why I have them in my inventory. So I don't actually know if I have enough stuff to make it up there, but we're going to find out anyway. And as with most of these episodes, when I get done, I'm actually going to end up expanding the platforms out so it's a little bit easier to get to. And you know what, I think I could probably get away with shortening this bridge out a little, and I should be fine. Actually, let's scoot back just a little bit, and let's go ahead and get started with the actual stairs themselves. There we go. So now we're just going to make our way up, and we're going to try to make our way to this island up here, because there's actually one particular block on this island that I want to hopefully be able to make use of. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do so, but we're going to find out anyway. And that block, actually no, I'm not going to spoil what it's actually up there. I'm just going to leave that up to you guys to guess. And if you guys saw previous seasons of Mega Skyblock, you probably know what's going to be going on up here. And apparently there's a bunch of mobs deciding to jump off of that island. I'm just now noticing, because there's already been 2 so far. Alright, so yeah, I'm actually kind of glad I have 17 levels. That is kind of a little bit of a hint as to what's going to be going on up top, admittedly. But this is actually going to be super useful, because there are, other than just the block that I want to make use of in this episode, there is actually something else that I can make use of. Whoa! I just walked right off. That was not good. Alright, that was I don't know why I wasn't actually crouching, but apparently I wasn't. Okay. Now I gotta start all over, and thankfully, I do in fact have another axe at least, so I'm not completely out of stuff. And so let's go ahead and reorganize my inventory, and I do in fact have more food. I have more salmon in here, so let's go ahead and grab some of that. That actually scared me. That actually scared the crap out of me, the fact that I just walked right off. I thought I was still crouching, but apparently not. But apparently from the distance that we've come, it looks like we've made some decent progress. That came out weird, I realized that. But yeah, I did not mean to do that. That was not fun. Alright, let's go ahead and try this a second time, and hopefully I don't lose absolutely everything. And if I fall off a second time, well, this is my last axe. So I'm going to have to end up making another axe in order to be able to continue upwards. And I think this is also the last of my stairs, so I have to craft more of those as well. Don't know why I wasn't crouching, but apparently I wasn't, and well, I ended up paying the price for it. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue our way back up, and hopefully I don't fall off a second time. That would be really not fun, because I've fallen off, well, more times than I would like to fall off to begin with. I mean, Skyblock in general, not something that you want to fall off of pretty much at all. Right, I think we're just about there. So I think we only have to go like a few more blocks up, and then we should be good. And it looks like maybe if I go ahead and place down a plank here, and I go ahead and start placing slabs down, yep, made our way to the top. So let's go ahead and expand this out just a little bit. I'm obviously gonna do the rest of the stairs in between episodes. But yeah, we finally made it to the top, and we got ourselves a little villager friend here, and we also can make a use of this anvil, which I might end up doing at some point, but since I have no level left, obviously I can't actually do that. So let's see, you have 16 coal for an emerald, so that means I can't actually end up being able to make any trades with you. And hold on, is there a bug right now where I can't actually can I not look? Oh, there we go. I was thought I had to press the button, but apparently it's just my shoulder buttons. Okay, so 5 emeralds gets me a fortune 1 shovel. Don't know how useful that would be. The fact that I can't actually use this thing now is rather annoying. And one thing I probably should have done, which I did not do, is grab torches and light that island up so that nothing can actually spawn up there. That would be super useful. Then again, there is a little bit of glowstone, not a whole heck of a lot, but there is some. And I don't remember if I actually had any torches in my inventory when I fell off. I don't actually remember if I had any. But yeah, there's that island completely explored. So I do have some other islands that I said I wanted to go ahead and make my way to in this episode. So we're going to go ahead and make our way to them now. And technically I only have 2 other islands planned for this episode. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do anything else, but we're going to have to find out. And this is the island that I actually want to make my way to. But before I go over there, I'm actually going to take the rest of my planks and turn them into slabs because I feel like I'm going to end up needing them. I don't actually know if I have enough slabs. Actually, let me double check. Wrong chest. Yeah, I am completely out of slabs inside of that chest, which I had completely forgotten about. So I'm going to turn the rest of these into slabs. There we go. And let me see, do I have any torches in any of these chests? I do. Good. Okay. And I do also want to grab a pickaxe because if I remember from last season, I don't know why I decided to organize my inventory the way I did, but apparently I did. If I remember anything from last season, that particular island has a spawner on it that I don't want to have to deal with, and I probably should grab myself a sword as well. That would probably be smart because I think I remember what mobs were actually on that particular island. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I think I remember what's over there, and I just want to make sure I'm safe in case I do have to encounter what I think is going to be there. Alright, so let's see, where was I standing when I decided I was going to go over there? Must have been right here. Yeah, I think it was right here, so let's go ahead and make our way over there. Now, I don't know if there's anything other than what I remember from previous seasons. I don't know if TGC added anything extra, but we're about to find out. And it also looks like, yeah, it also looks like it is starting to turn nighttime. And apparently my custom sun and moon resource pack did not turn itself back on because apparently Minecraft has been forgetting to turn that stuff back on. Not that it really makes a huge difference, but at least I noticed that it was getting dark. And I know I said I remember there being a spawner on that island. If that has any indication, well, I definitely don't want it to be nighttime when I get over there. Alright, so let's go ahead, go to sleep. There we go. Now I think we should be safe to make our way over there because I'm assuming that means that not as many of the mobs on the island are actually going to be spawning. That's my theory. I'm not entirely sure about that. But that's what I'm assuming is going to happen. So as you can obviously tell from where we are right now, it's actually a massive jungle tree that's actually right there. I don't actually know if TGC custom built that tree because I know he had to pretty much custom build everything else in this map, or if he just happened to use some jungle saplings and just grow them with bowman. I'm not entirely sure which of the two he did, but it's actually a really cool thing that they have on that island is that massive tree. And there we go, we made our way to this island. Let's go ahead and expand this platform out because in case anything attacks me, I want to at least make sure I have a safe place to walk on. There we go. Now if I remember, yeah, there is a spawner right here. I remember that correctly. There we go. Got ourselves a couple levels, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead and grab these lily pads while I'm here, because I'm actually going to want to use those on another island. In fact, you probably saw maybe what the other island was that I'm going to be using them on. I'm not entirely sure if you did. Alright, so if I remember correctly from previous seasons, or at least last season, there's a chest up here, and I did not mean to do that. So let's go ahead and break down a couple of these leaves, because I don't actually remember what's inside this chest. We got ourselves an emerald, some cobwebs, so not too bad. Alright. So there's this island for you guys. I don't actually remember. Is there anything like nearby I can get to? No, apparently not. Okay, never mind then. Alright. So now I'm going to make my way to one final island. It's actually that island over there. I'm actually surprised I'm actually able to see the island from where I'm actually... Let me go back to this island and put down a few torches because that would actually be super helpful. And apparently cannot place... I apparently can't place the torches down on the paved dirt. Okay, so that's actually good to know. I actually completely forgot that was something that I could not do. Alright, that's actually relatively good to know. Alright, so now let's go ahead and make our way to that island over there in the distance, because if I remember correctly, that island actually has some useful stuff that we can actually have. So I'm going to go ahead and make my way over there. I don't know how long it's going to take because obviously I'm crouching in order to get across here because I don't want to accidentally fall off. And while I'm here, let's go ahead and take these 3 lily pads I took from that island and go ahead and place them down on the water right here because I've been collecting these lily pads so that I can easily get across here without a problem. I mean, that much is obvious. I wanted to not fall into the water. I mean, actually I don't even know what I'm trying to say there, but at least I don't have to constantly jump over it. That's at least one good thing about it. So now we're gonna make our way. Actually, I can't see that island over there anymore because of the rain. That's really unfortunate, but hopefully I should be able to find it. I think this happened last time. I'm not entirely sure, but okay, so apparently I can see it just a little bit, not too much, but at least I know about where it is. That's at least good, I'd like to think. Alright, and I think I'm just gonna go and start off right here. There we go. And so now I just need to make my way over there, and I don't know how long this is going to take either. I'm assuming it's not going to take me too long, but then again, I am going to have to constantly be looking up to see if I can actually go ahead and turn. That made any sense, probably doesn't. But yeah, this is really not fun that I have to do this in the rain. That was really unfortunate timing, but you know what? I don't really have much of a choice but to go ahead and go with it. Let's see, how much further do I have to go before I should probably go ahead and make a turn? Probably about right here would be good. And if I remember correctly, you could probably already kind of tell what's going on with this island. It's a cave island. So there are some resources that we can get from this particular island, which is actually not too bad, all things considered. So let's go ahead and... Can I go ahead and place down slabs there? There we go, thank you. So yeah, this is what we have to do inside this particular island. We have a few different ores that we can go ahead and grab. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I am noticing that apparently there are some diamonds, and one thing about diamonds is that if I remember correctly from a previous set of episodes, I actually have another diamond from another island that I can go ahead and grab. And let me see, can I go ahead and get this diamond ore, please? That would actually be rather useful. There we go. I apparently gave it a slab. I did not mean to do that. Alright, So let's go ahead and do that. We get ourselves a diamond ore. Let's go ahead and grab this diamond. And let's go ahead and grab... Actually, I think I just lost that piece of redstone. Now that's a huge deal. I don't think I'm going to need a whole heck of a lot of redstone in this world anyway. But I do want to go at least grab these ores. I don't think I'm going to be needing these ores anytime soon. But at least it'll be nice to have these regardless. And one thing I probably ought to do is I should go ahead and go around the outside of this cave island and light up so nothing can actually spawn out here. And did I actually lose the redstone? Yeah, it looks like I did. Not really too huge of a deal. Alright. So now I'm going to go ahead and make my way back to base, and then I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off there, because there is actually, since I made my way to this island and I got myself a few more resources, there is one final thing that I want to do before I end this episode off. So give me a little bit, guys. This probably shouldn't take too long at all, but it's going to be longer than you guys are probably willing to sit through, although admittedly I already technically did that several times this episode, but you know what, whatever. Okay, so I just made it back home, and am I actually, there we go. So I can go ahead and go to sleep, so that's actually relatively good, so I can get rid of the rain. And do I have, yeah, I have some planks left over, and let me go ahead and get out this oh, I can't get out the diamond ore because the rest of my hotbar is already full. Alright, so let's go ahead and put down this diamond ore. Let's go ahead and break it and get ourselves one more diamond. And if I remember correctly, yeah, I was right. We have one more diamond, and I realize this probably doesn't make a lot of sense as to why I'm making this, because how often am I actually going to use a diamond pickaxe in this world? I mean, I'm pretty content using a stone pickaxe in order to be able to get cobblestone for the generator. But there is actually a reason why I want to make a diamond pickaxe, because I haven't actually looked at the quest book in quite some time, and I want to go ahead and double check exactly what I've gotten so far. So it looks like trees for days, so it begins, wheat farmers only, story time. I think I found both of the entries. Find out more about Operation Echo, infinite water source. Buy something with the XP market. I've done that because when I started this series off, I fell off the world trying to make a infinite water source, and I had to buy more iron to make a new bucket. Found the cake, make a home, explore all the islands, have not done that. End of the road, craft a diamond pick, which I literally just did. So we're practically one achievement away from completing this book, so that's actually not too bad. Then again, it's really not useful to have a diamond pickaxe in a world like this, where pretty much the only pickaxe I use for the infinite cobblestone generator, well, technically I only use stone wood axes for getting wood anyway, but you know what, that's actually not too bad. So anyway, that's actually where I'm going to go ahead and end off the video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure that like button. One more, then make sure that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCPU0 to stay updated. This is Mr. Stews. Thank you guys for watching. Next episode will in fact be on its normal Tuesday time, so no need to worry about that. I'm just really glad that I managed to figure out what was wrong and get Mega Skyblock back up and working. But yeah, with that, I will see you guys later.